All right, we are back at it again. Welcome to the second session. This is a VIP video. So all those who haven't yet joined VIP, welcome. This is just a free gift to you guys. But I want you to understand something before we go any further. This video and this workbook was originally reserved for the VIP community only, and we didn't plan to show this publicly, but we decided to give you a controlled preview, sort of a taste, so you can feel the difference between knowing and operating. The free community is more of the knowing part, where it's just extra information and revising over what Iman has taught us already. But the VIP is operating. It's more execution focused. Some of you are lazy, and we're not going to color it blue, black, or green. It's as plain and simple. A lot of us are lazy, and we come up with 1,000 excuses not to do something. But in the VIP, we're not forcing you, but we're working with you, kind of to give you less of an excuse not to do this, to walk you through it, to have frequent calls, and to keep you accountable on your journey. So most people stay stuck because everything feels, subjective. They rely on instinct, feeling, excitement, hope. This ebook is going to remove that. And the VIP is going to remove that as well. But let's talk about the ebook just a bit. What you're about to see in this workbook is not theory, it's a tool, it is a guide. And tools are what save you time, money, and stress. Like you guys know me, I like to jump straight to the point. So let's go over and let's have a look at the ebook. The other day, somebody said I am a total show off, and they're wrong about me. But in this case, I am a bit of a show off because I'm about to show off exactly why the VIP membership is so cool and so helpful. And on top of it, I'm going to show you why the first workbook is 1 out of 5 awesome. Having all five ebooks is awesome 100%. But this is just 1 out of the 5 workbooks that I've created, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it so that you don't do the guessing game. Let the others do that. You are not a guesser. You are going to look at micro creators and vet them and audit them like this with this ebook. And to top it all off, I'm also going to introduce to you a Notion template. I hope some of you know what Notion is, and I know you do. If not, that's still okay. It's such an easy platform to use. But there's a Notion template that's a lightweight CRM that I'm also going to be showing you in this VIP video. So let's get down to it. Okay, as you can see, this is me on the cover, Mr. Show Off, and this is workbook 1. This is Signal Blackout. Okay, so audit in 2 hours. The reason why I put audit in 2 hours is because our main goal is mass auditing. It's auditing one micro creator at a time, but we want to do 100 accounts a day. Okay, and to do that, it's going to take us 2 hours with the help of this workbook. Without this workbook, it would be totally impossible to vet and analyze 100 micro creators. Okay, so we're right here on the first page. Okay, this is just a message from me, and this is just the introduction. Have a read through it, but that's not why we're here. Okay, we're here for this stuff. Okay, define your signal criteria. Okay, step 1, define your signal criteria. Okay, here we're looking at the engagement rate. We're looking at likes, comments, and followers. Okay. We're looking at content consistency. We're looking at audience relevance, growth patterns, authenticity signals. We're talking about language, caption, and interaction. Okay. For example, if an influencer of 5,000 followers, okay, has a 10% engagement, by the way, that's a good engagement. In the last videos, we focused on a 3% engagement. In this example, it's 5,000 followers with a 10% engagement and post 3 times a week. Okay. The audience fits the niche. This is a strong signal. Okay. This is a typical example of a strong signal. Okay. Let's go over to influencer B. Influencer B is 20. Okay. 20,000 followers, but a 1% engagement. Okay. More followers than influencer A, less engagement, and the posting is just all over the place. Okay, a lot of people would want influencer B because they've got more followers, and we think more followers mean more sales, which means more money for us. Terrible. Okay. And we want to fix that. If you're in the fitness niche, okay, a creator posts daily but has low engagement versus another posting twice a week with high engagement. Choose quality engagement. We want quality over quantity. Okay. Now this is where the creative juices start flowing. We're looking at a table right here called the signal criteria table. Okay, there's about 4 columns, and each column will help you to decide whether this is a good signal, a strong signal, or a weak one. Okay, so we have the influencer's name. Okay, I just put Frodo Baggins, okay, as an example. And then let's say Frodo Baggins has 8,300 followers, and their average engagement, okay, is 70. Okay, that should say 10 and not 70. Okay. But anyway, let's treat that as a good engagement. Okay. Then posting frequency. Frodo Baggins posts once every 3 days, which is perfect. Okay. The niche fit. Okay, here are we judging? We're judging the content. Is it niche related or not? The Y means yes. N means no. Okay, we want people with a Y. Y says they're staying relevant to the niche. Why? Because Instagram and most social media platforms loves a profile that is niche relevant. Okay, let's move on. Notes. I can definitely create an NEDP. Okay, for some of you who don't know what an NEDP, this is a non-expert digital product. This is something that we're gonna tackle over the next few episodes and briefly in the free community, but we're going to tackle it heavily and go step by step into creating a non-expert digital product. Okay. And then the score, the signal score is an 8. We want 10 to be a great signal. A strong signal is a 10. Okay. 1 is very low. Okay. So we have a table here that you can use to put this information in. Okay. There's the very general information, the obvious details of the creator, their name, the amount of followers, the engagement rate. Engagement rate, you can spot it on Social Blade or not just analytics like I showed you in the past videos. Okay. Posting frequency, you can just scroll through their page and just figure out, just look at the time. When did they post? Okay. Did they post today? When was the last time? Was it 4 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? Niche fit. These are easy to pick up on and they're self-explanatory. Okay. But the notes is where I want us to focus on now. The notes here, I want you to write down your exact thoughts in the moment. I know we said we want to be objective more than subjective, but at the end of the day, we still need to counsel our thoughts. If we're having a gut feeling that this creator won't work well with me, then put it there. If you feel you can create a product for them, put it there. If you feel like they're missing the point, but you can still work with them, put it there. Throw your thoughts in there. That's probably the one place that'll allow you to be super subjective. The rest of the time, be so objective. Okay. Then the signal score. This signal score is basically giving you a clear sign to go or no. Okay. So this is the signal criteria. You can fill in these spaces. And the lovely thing about this page, I made sure that it was on one page. So you can print out this page and do it manually. You could get a pencil right there, erase it, add another creator, or just print 10 sheets of this table and have, loads of creators to look at. Okay. Rather than guessing or writing it on pieces of paper, hoping that you'll remember, that part helps you calculate and keep track of the creators you're interested in. Okay. Step 2, we're going into calculating engagement. Okay. I don't think calculating engagement is important for you because Social Blade and not just analytics help you with calculating engagement, and they just give you the percentage. But if you want for reference sake, or if you just want to understand the maths, okay, if some of you are like me, we like to understand stuff. We don't like the surface information. We like to know, how does one come up with an engagement percentage? This is how the engagement rate is calculated. It's literally average likes, plus the average comments, okay, divided by the number of followers, multiply by 100 because it's a percentage. Okay, we were looking at Creator A few moments ago, where there were 5,000 followers and 400 average likes, okay, and 50 average comments. This is 9% engagement, okay, and there's the working right there for you, okay. We got another table here. Okay, this workbook has a lot of tables because this is the most important part. This is the part where you're taking 100 micro creators and you're figuring out what are the few that I can approach and give 100% to right now. You're taking 100 and bringing it down to like 10. Okay, the other workbooks won't have much tables because you're not doing mass. They're focused on the one creator or the two micro creators you're working with. Okay, so the engagement calculator table. This table is probably the one table you'll fill out the quickest because Social Blade helps you with that, and just analytics, my secret website that I shared with you in the other video. If you haven't watched that video, please go back to it and watch it. I did a full breakdown of the quickest ways you can spot a good micro creator from a bad micro creator with just analytics. Okay, I'm not even going to stay long on this table because it's very self-explanatory. Okay, the number of followers, the average likes, average comments, and then there's the engagement rate. You just put in the engagement rate there for every single micro creator you want to approach. Okay, we have just gone through half of the workbook in the VIP. By the way, this is a free video. The workbook is for free. But I want to chat to you about something. I want to know, what do you want to learn about the most? I've been chatting to a few people in the community, and I found out that a number of people want to learn about how to reach out to micro creators and get a yes from them, and how to create digital products. That's going to come in the next few days. If you're still wondering, why am I still in this group? You're actually waiting for the next few videos, which are going to be focused on how to message micro creators to start working with you and how to create products for them. I have 5 years in experience with this year, and so I've got a lot to offer. Let's chat soon.